Hey art friends, today we're going to draw a Seahorse Mermaid. Here's a quick preview of how our drawings turned out at the very end, and I hope you're really excited to follow along with me. This is a fun lesson where we're combining a mermaid and a seahorse together to make a mythical creature. Now you could do this with any animals, and I also want to challenge you at the end of this lesson, just like our octo shark, try to draw a different creature. You can combine anything, land animals with water animals, or even air animals, ones that fly, with something that swims. I think it would be really cool to see what you come up with. And for this lesson, we're using a pencil and eraser to draw the main shapes. We're going to draw a circle for the head and also this cool shape for the tail. Then we use our markers to draw the lines and even color. But you can use whatever you have, like colored pencils or even oil pastels work great. All right, let's get started. Let's use our pencil to first draw the circle for our seahorse head, or mermaid head. Or Seahorse Mermaid, yeah, together. We're gonna draw a circle this big. Okay, now for the body, we're gonna start by drawing it coming down, and then we're gonna curve out to the right. And then we'll come back up, and we're gonna draw that same curve, but as we come down, we're gonna get closer to the tail and make a point here at the end. Now right here, we can add a letter V. This is where the tail starts. And then we can also add arms. I'm going to draw an arm coming out to the side and one coming out to this side. And this one's straight and this one's a little more curved, so I'm going to do the same. Add a little curve to it. Now over here, let's draw the rest of the tail. I'm going to draw a curve coming up to the right and also down to the right. Almost looks like just the C, letter C going all the way through the tail. Then right here, we're gonna draw an S curve. So we'll come out, curve back in, and then connect to the end. And then we can do the same thing here for the bottom. Now you can take extra time by pausing the video and really working on these curves and shapes. Get them just the way you want them before you move on to the next step. This is all we're going to use our pencil for, so let's put it off to the side and we'll switch to our marker. We're going to add details and also trace over some of our guidelines. Let's start by giving our little creature a beak. We're just going to make it unique. So we're going to start here. I'm going to draw a curve coming down. Then we can draw an S curve for the bottom of the beak. And then right here we'll curve down and connect. Yeah, I'm not sure why it has a beak, but some fish have beaks, I think, like parrotfish. Yeah. All right, now let's draw an eye right here and another eye on this side, and we can color them in. Okay, now for the shape of the head, I'm going to start here, and we're going to draw it a little different. So we're going to draw it curving in, and then we'll curve back out for the cheek, and then we can stop underneath for the chin. Now we can come back over here and let's draw a little fin coming out for the ear. So we've got an S curve coming out and then maybe a little line in the middle. And then we can also draw a curve for the bottom of this fin. Okay, now let's connect all these together by drawing an S curve first. And then we can draw just a regular curve for the bottom. Yeah, that's a cute little fin for the ear. And the other one is hidden, it's on the back side of the head. So we'll just leave that one off. Okay, now right here, let's draw a curve. I'm gonna start in the middle of the forehead and we're gonna curve up and then into the pencil line and we'll stop there. We don't wanna go through the fin. Then we can come back down here and finish the head and we'll stop there. Okay, now for the top of the head, let's add hair. It could be hair, or you know how seahorses kind of have that dragon fin on the back of their head and also their body. So that looks cool. And this can turn into mermaid hair. Okay, now for the rest of the body, let's add little bikini top or seashells. We're gonna start here in the middle. And we're gonna draw, I'm gonna add another guide point right below it. So we'll draw a curve coming around and then connecting. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. And then let's draw the body or the neck connecting to the top. And then we can draw this one right here for the rest of the belly. Okay, now for the arms, let's draw the little arm coming out, curving around, and then back in. And then over here on this side, I'm going to draw the arm tracing over the pencil line just like we already drew, and then we'll stop there. And we could go a little further into the body. Then we'll connect the little strap going behind the back, and then we'll draw the back coming down. It looks really cute. Okay, now let's draw the tail fin for the mermaid part. So we're going to start here. I'm going to come up, trace over the pencil line, but we'll go outside the fin and then come back in. And then we can do the same thing on this side and connect back. Now for the front of the fin, I'm going to come out a little past the pencil line, and then we'll follow it around, and we'll stop here. We don't want to go all the way to a point. We're going to stop right at the fin. Okay, then come back up here. We could draw a little curve going this way for adding more shape to the fin, or the tail, I mean. And then we'll trace over the pencil and connect to the tail. Okay, let's draw the tail fins. We can just trace over the pencil line. And we'll add the S curve here and the S curve coming down. And then finish this part. Let's add a little extra fin to make it look more like a seahorse. I'm going to draw it 2 curves, one longer at the top. And then we could draw a little curve connecting, oh, let's add an extra bump in the middle. Yeah, and then we could also add little lines here. Okay, now for the last part, let's add more mermaid hair, and we'll draw a big S curve coming up and then back down. And then we can start here, and we'll draw another S curve, but get further away, and then we'll connect into the head. And let's do one more. Let's make it, yeah, right here. Curve out, and then we'll curve back in to the hand. And we did it. We finished drawing our little Seahorse Mermaid, but we still need to color it. This part will fast forward, but at the end you can always pause the video if you want to match my same coloring. Now before we color, switch to your eraser and erase any of the pencil lines you can still see. All right, I'm all finished coloring my little Seahorse Mermaid. It turned out awesome, all colored in, and I hope you'll take time to color your drawings. You can pause the video to match my same coloring or change the colors any way you want. You can also add a background to complete your drawing. I added little magical sparkles, but you could add even more. Oh, and another thing, you could use darker colors to add shading. I added a little shadow in the hair and also here on the tail and even texture for the scales. And I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me. Remember, it's okay if your drawings look different than mine. The most important thing is to have fun and practice. And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.